So without further ado, if I can bring Sophie onto stage, and I'm just going to tell you a few things about Sophie, just as an introduction while she gets herself set up. So Sophie, welcome. Thank you for joining us today. So Sophie, you oversee all the apprenticeships, the graduate and the placement programs, as well as the outreach and attraction for Bentley Motors. You'll be sharing more about the opportunities available with this. I mean, really, when I think of Bentley, it's that iconic brand that is out there, really, which, as you've sort of alluded to already, that we may not be aware of. So I'm really interested to find out more. So Sophie, over to yourself. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Martin, and hopefully everyone can see my slides. And really a big thanks for the invite today. So I have the pleasure of looking after all of our early careers programs at Bentley Motors. So that involves all of our apprenticeship programs, our graduate schemes, our placement opportunities as well. So we just wanted to really share those, a bit of insight in terms of how we are developing those future skills that the industry needs, as Martin alluded to in his introduction. But a bit about us as a brand ourselves, really. So in case you haven't heard of us, so Bentley Motors is a 103-year-old business now. So we have a long, proud history of being an extraordinary British brand, but we're also looking to our next 100 years and what that looks like. And we're in a really transformative phase of us as an organisation. So we are transitioning to a fully electric product range. We are also taking sustainability and what that means in terms of every aspect of our business incredibly seriously. So it's a really exciting time to join us as an organisation as well as an industry, and those future skills that Martin alluded to are really kind of at the forefront in terms of enabling that transformation. So our models, we have an incredible model range at the moment. So all of these are designed, engineered, manufactured at our home in Crewe. So we are a single site location based in Cheshire. So everything to do with a Bentley, from that original design concept through to engineering, manufacturing, sales and marketing, quality, everybody is on one site. So about 4,000 colleagues producing this amazing product range. So we're really proud of the products that we have at the moment, but always driving innovation, making sure that we can improve these. And our early careers colleagues and the future skills that involves are really, really intrinsic to that as well. And really, in terms of how we select people to join us on that journey, is really a values-based recruitment process. So we look for a few things in terms of candidates, and this isn't only for early careers colleagues joining the organisation, but these are the values that we recruit against for any hire, with albeit whatever role you're joining. So we are a very fast-paced organisation. We like to say that we remove barriers. We want to drive innovation, but also do that with a real kind of collective IQ and a diverse thought set. So we welcome anyone who can challenge us, give us new ideas, but also live our values as well. So authenticity is really important to us. So making sure that we appreciate and understand our heritage, but drive that forward into the next 100 years. The integrity of our colleagues and our products is really important to us as well. Collaboration is absolutely key. So as I said, we are a single site location. So we always say that all of the decisions that Bentley are made in the Costa coffee queue, it's the hub of the site really, but having that network across the organisation is absolutely key to our success really. And sustainability, as I've already mentioned, so we do have a really comprehensive sustainability strategy that is not only looking at the electrification of our product range, but everything at Bentley. So we have an award-winning carbon neutral campus. We have our own Bentley bees, which produce our own honey, which people are often surprised at. I think it's actually called the Honey Excellence Centre in true Bentley fashion, where our beehives are placed. And innovation, so innovating, pushing the boundaries for absolutely everything that we do, whether that is in our product range or how we become more sustainable and lead that luxury mobility sector. And I've touched on it as well, but in terms of a diversity perspective, this is something that we are really passionate about, and our diversity journey has really taken flight over the last, I'd say, 5 to 6 years. We have the logos there of our colleague-led networks who are real kind of trusted friends. So they are colleague networks created by colleagues, made up of colleagues who we work with as a HR team and as an organisation to ensure that we're really driving diversity and embracing diversity of thinking through all of our strategic directives and initiatives, really. And in terms of our brand, we always use this slide just to remind people that we are part of the VW group. So we work collaboratively with a lot of different brands across VW. Some people will be surprised at some of the logos on there. So 12 brands in total. We work across the globe as part of our global VW group and partners. And this is something that our trainees get involved in all of the time as well. We actually had some of our graduates over in Lamborghini last year on placement. We've welcomed apprentices over from Porsche to share expertise and skill sets in some areas as well. So that collaboration is really on a global scale. And in terms of what that looks like at Bentley in terms of a career, we are really passionate to ensure that our early careers programs are robust enough and develop people so that they can really enter the industry really well suited and really equipped for a future career with us. So we do a lot around our growth and opportunities for our colleagues. We make sure that they, whatever program they join us on, they can have hands-on experience of our product. We have personal development planning sessions, but also really harness the voice of our trainees and all of our employees to make sure we are gathering regular feedback from them, taking that on board, and also making sure that we are improving and continuously driving innovation in our programs as well. And in terms of those programs, so the graduate program is the first one that I just wanted to walk you through. So this is a 2-year graduate entry program at Bentley. So we open up vacancies once a year, each October. It's a 2-year program. And as part of that, you would join in the home department, but also go on placements across the organisation to really develop your network, your understanding of Bentley as a brand, and also to kind of harness your curiosity really in terms of across the organisation to maximise what you can learn from that 2-year journey. We do aim to offer a permanent end role to all of our graduates as well. So not guaranteed, but providing that performance is strong. Obviously, we are investing in these future skill sets for a reason, and we want people to maintain with us as post-programme as well. We also take on a number of industrial placement students at Bentley as well. So this year we're welcoming our biggest ever cohort, 100 placement students in total. These are across all of the various different functions across Bentley. So manufacturing, engineering, sales and marketing, finance, HR. We bring a real broad range of future skills into the organisation through this placement programme. And often it's an entry level into the graduate programme as well. So this is very much intended for undergraduates or graduates who have already graduated, but in the future skill sets that we are looking for. So whether that is electrification or project management, to really come in for a year, get stuck in on a project, and challenge us as well, bring some new ideas to the table. And finally, onto our apprenticeships as well. So we hire around 40 apprentices each year at Bentley across various different skill sets. So it could be a 2 to 4 year programme, level 2 to level 6. So that is the equivalent of a GCSE qualification right the way through to a degree apprenticeship as well. And again, these are a real broad range of functions that our apprentices go into. So everything from electrical engineering, that we could bring in a chartered manager through our apprenticeship programme. In our HR team, we have apprentices in manufacturing as well. So I know we'll be hearing shortly about lean manufacturing ways of working. We do really build that skill set through our apprenticeship programme. And these are really opportunities are available to anybody, so not just a school or college leaver, but those looking at a change of career as well. And this just gives you a feel for the different functions that we hired as part of our latest recruitment campaign. So in 2024, these are the areas that we had trainees join in, pretty much every area of the business. We have 164 trainees join in later this year in total. So it'll be a real injection of energy, an injection of future skills and curiosity and new ideas. So it's always a really nice time of year when everyone joins us. And just touching on our recruitment process. So we are really proud of our recruitment process. It's a really human, kind of centred experience for our candidates. It's a CV and a cover letter via the careers website, which we do have a link for at the end of the presentation. We shortlist then based on the strength of that application, and then candidates are invited to an online assessment over Teams. So an interview with two colleagues at Bentley who will be your that person's managers, and then it's straight to offer. So no psychometric testing. We'd like to think that it's a really inclusive recruitment experience as well. And we always get asked this question in terms of what makes a strong application. And really, we've put these points on just to echo that it's not just academic skills that we are looking for at Bentley. To drive those future skills areas, to meet the challenges of the industry, we really need people, no matter their background, who are really hungry to continuously learn. So whether that's a career changer or an entry level straight from school, we want somebody to ask us the questions that we don't know the answers to. Also be proactive in creating and contributing to our inclusive culture as well. So that's really important to us. Someone that takes ownership of decisions, but is also open-minded and inquisitive as well. And a bit of tenacity and resilience always goes a long way in the automotive industry too. And in terms of what makes a strong application, these are our top tips really. So, and this is relevant for early careers or any other role at Bentley, and arguably anyone applying for jobs elsewhere as well. So always think outside the box in terms of what you can offer to that position. As I said, academic grades are important for some roles if there's a particular technical expertise that we require, but ultimately we're looking for somebody with a bit of a USP, personality coming through in terms of their application, and tenacity and drive as well. Strong cover letter. So obviously our application process is only a CV and a cover letter, so absolutely make sure to tailor that to the role that you are looking for, and be realistic but find your forte. So no fibs on the CV, because it will be printed out probably in front of that hiring manager as part of the interview. And hopefully, if technology allows, we've got a short video just about Bentley coming up next.
Do you want to make a difference in a sustainable, carbon neutral world? Harnessing the power of green energy, innovating next generation technologies, and visualizing what lies ahead. Do you want to make a difference by anticipating change on the horizon and brave new opportunities to embrace, facing challenges with endeavor in a culture that celebrates individuality? Do you want to make a difference, building on a century of motoring heritage to craft the future of global luxury, becoming the leader in advanced mobility and driving the next 100 years of our journey? Be the difference. Make it at Bentley Motors.
So apologies about the buffering, but hopefully that gave you a bit of an insight in terms of early careers opportunities at Bentley. Everything is on our careers website in terms of all of the opportunities available, as well as BAU recruitment as well. So definitely check us out on early careers and the careers website. All of our vacancies for our graduate and placement opportunities for 2025 go live in October of this year, so in a few months' time. And apprenticeship vacancies will go live in February of 2025 for a September 2025 start. So hopefully that has been a bit of an insight into Bentley, and back to Martin.
Brilliant. No, thank you very much, Sophie, for that insightful. And obviously, yeah, I wasn't aware that Bentley Motors also produce honey. I did go and sort of read an article midway through as well, and it's quite interesting to understand the purpose behind it as well. And I would encourage others to take a look into it. I think you've hit the nail on the head, in many ways there. And I think this is where those sort of connecting the dots, and those sort of relationships sort of come through, really. All the, where you think of Bentley, people will think straight away, oh, it's automotive, it's potentially manufacturing, but actually there's all these different functions behind it as well. And I'm sure some of the people on today that are thinking about, that have been drawn in with Bentley, don't just think, oh, it's all hands on, oil under the fingernails, this, that, and the other type of work. It really isn't. There's so many other opportunities and avenues that can be explored there. And sometimes it's, some people that are looking for that sort of career change, that new opportunity that it can quite easily be for. So I know you've got to shoot off for 11 o'clock, but if anybody does have any questions, please do feel free to put them through in the chat. There is a Q&A section in there, but we should hopefully have some time where we can come back at the end. And if we don't get answered today, we will come back on email for anybody as well. So Sophie, thank you very much for that insight into Bentley Motors and also the early career opportunities available to individuals as well. Thank you very much.
No problem.